Hey guys, welcome to the Bionicle Inspiration series where I cover the community's building techniques to help you get out of any sort of mocking block or artist block, that sort of thing. Today we are covering foot designs. You requested it, so you got it! The first mock that we are going to be covering today is a very cool mock by Crow, or as he's known on Flickr, simply Ben. This mock is called Red Grade. Now, I think this is a freaking sick mock. Super sleek design here, I love it. And what I really like about the feet is that it's kind of, I don't know, there's not really a distinguish between the leg and the foot. And I think that's really cool because I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of people here. When I build a mock, I specifically do it sort of section by section. Like, okay, I'm going to do the foot, now I'm going to do the upper leg, then the lower leg, although that's technically the other way around, damn it. But, you know, you kind of go section by section. And what's cool here is there's kind of a blurred line between there. And I think that's a really cool kind of new perspective to look at when you're actually building a mock in terms of, you know, can one thing carry on into the next? And I think that's awesome. And it's also really cool there because the whole sort of leg-foot thing is kind of based off of that one Technic beam, which is kind of reminiscent of the lower arm there, how it's all sort of based off kind of one axle, which is awesome because then you got a really nice sense of flow there, which is awesome because it kind of just ties the whole mock together and looks great. Yeah, everything just sort of matches and flows, and even something as simple as like the tan armor is all very sleek in sort of texture and smoothness, and then that's kind of carried across. So you got a nice sense of flow, and also I think that's genius, kind of reimagining the you know, humanoid aspect of sort of sections on a body. Why not make it one big thing? So Crow, you did a great job. Not to mention, brilliant piece use for the head there. I think that looks great. And awesome use of the old Mari shooter pew pew laser things. What are those called? That's a good question. Anyway, now we are going to move on to the next mock called Ru by Onuku. I think that's how you pronounce it. So, I love this. I think it's got a really nice sort of Kupaka Nuva vibe in terms of kind of using weapons as something practical, you know, how Kupaka Nuva had his swords also become ice skates. I don't see in the pictures that this, especially because he's got a gun, it kind of doesn't look like these are actually his weapons, but gives a nice vibe there, which I think is cool. And it's even cooler because his feet kind of tell a story to me. Like, you look at some of these photos where he's got a cloth over him. I sort of see him as some guy who lives out in, you know, ice-capped mountains, and he has those built into his feet because otherwise how else is he going to walk around? And, you know, he's got the cloak on because it's freaking cold. Yeah, like he's built himself to survive kind of thing. And like I said in the last episode, an awesome thing about Bionicle is the storytelling element of it. And this mock tells a story to me, and I love that. So, brilliant freaking work. And also, what a brilliant piece use using the red, well, technically they're from an Exoforce set, but I guess technically they're also from Motoro Mari. But what a brilliant piece use. And also, another thing I like about it, I feel I've said this before and ages ago. I often see people on online sort of say, oh, I can't do that because it's not custom enough. Like, everything on this mock has to be custom. Or, look, I built a mock, it's 100% custom. And I'm not knocking that. Like, it's always really cool to see something that's 100% custom built. But, like, these legs here, it's what? It's the throwbot head, it's the claw, and a few axles. But it looks freaking awesome. Like, in my opinion, you don't need to have something be custom for it to be good. I think that is so well built because it's just a very clever piece use. Yeah, like, there's no need to overcomplicate it. If you could do something with 2 pieces instead of 72, more power to you. Like, do it. So yeah, go Onuku. I love what you've done. Next mock, and the final mock for this episode, is Crystal Master by Mark Stafford. Now, he may have killed Teal, but he's killing it with this mock. I'm not even sorry. So, what I like about this mock is kind of a sort of continuation of a theme in a sense, which kind of has a double meaning. I'll get to that in a sec. You know, the whole concept of this mock is it's a big giant rock golem sort of thing. And with the foot design, it's a simple continuation of, each section of him is kind of sort of built to look like it's sort of part of a rock or whatever. And so it's quite a simple way to just have, a sense of flow or continuity throughout the mock. Again, like I've sort of said before, no need to overcomplicate it. If there was like a metro foot on the bottom there, it would look really out of place. So kind of just continuing on with what the rest of the mock kind of looks like works perfectly. And I mean, a different example of that could be as simple as, I don't know, you've actually put a metro foot on the shoulder for something, and so why not put a metro foot on the bottom there? You're kind of using the same piece more than once. It's going to create a nice sense of flow, and not make anything look kind of out of place, you know what I mean? Or something like, you've got a lot of Hero Factory shells on the mock, so the foot design is really smooth, that kind of thing. So I really like that sort of continuation of a theme, or a sense of flow, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And also on themes, obviously for those of you who know, or those of you who don't know, this set is kind of a revamp of Crystal King, I believe his name was, from Power Miners. I loved that set as a kid. Great set. And so Mark has, as he said on the Mock Pages post, and I read word for word, so I got fed up with reading how useless the monster head is, so I used it to build something, a bigger monster. Built in September 2009. I said word for word. Anyway, so I think that's great. Why not revamp a set? Or, make it even cooler, give it 2 heads, that kind of thing. Genius! What a great idea. Another thing too, don't be afraid of system. I mean, there's no reason you couldn't do pretty much what Mark has done here on a Bionicle mock, just because this is purely system. Pretty much, yeah, may as well be purely system, apart from like 2 pieces, but whatever. No need to be afraid of system. I mean, heck, look at this. The monster heads, you could totally use that in a Bionicle mock. The finger design, totally use that in a Bionicle mock. And there's no reason you couldn't use all the slopes and crystal pieces and all that on a Bionicle mock. System is your friend. Embrace it. Yeah, great job, Mark. So, that marks the end of the episode. Marks the end of the episode. I'm a creative genius. Thank you very much for watching. As some of you may be aware, I did this episode on foot designs because the audience said so. So leave some suggestions in the comments if you want to see a new theme for another episode. I will happily do it. Same thing goes for if you have any mocks that you'd like to suggest. Be sure to check the links in the description. I have a few places you can suggest your own mocks or other people's mocks. Or just leave it in the comments, whatever works for you, man. Another thing, check the description for the links for the mocks that I have shown here. Go show these guys some love. Check out the mocks with a few more photos that I haven't put in the video, or just check out what the builders have done with other stuff. A few little updates, I guess you could call them. 2 things. One, for the next 6 weeks, you can expect a Bionicle Inspiration Series episode for 1 per week. I worded that poorly. Let me rephrase it. The next 6 weeks, once a week, you will have a Bionicle Inspiration Series. The last one, there was sort of a month in between. I'm going to have one once a week for 6 weeks in a row. I say that because I've already pre-recorded 6 videos, and they are already on YouTube, and they're just scheduled to upload when it's time. So, you can expect that. And probably during that 6 weeks, I'll record a bunch more. So, probably we'll be getting weekly episodes for a nice stretch of time, because I'm on holidays. And speaking of holidays, transitions, I am going to be at Brickworld 2017. Woohoo! I'm super hyped. So, let me know in the comments if you're going to be there, if you're going to be displaying, whatever. I will more than happily say hi. And if you are there, don't be afraid to say hi. More than happy to, even if it looks like you're like, oh, I don't want to bother, don't worry, man. I will happily have a chat. So yeah, let me know if you're going to be at Brickworld 2017. It's in Chicago, for those of you who don't know. I'm heading over there for a little bit of a holiday. So I'll see you there, hopefully. Anyway, that's enough of updates and all that stuff. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. Ooh, slightly longer episode today, but thank you again. I will see you in the next episode. Bye!